History is meant to be repeated. If learned, it provides an advantage for a brighter future. Let's examine some historical trends. Elon Musk was born in 1971 to a working-class household in South Africa. He started coding when he was a precocious 10-year-old after his father bought him his first computer and gave him a book on basic programming language for his birthday. At the age of 12, he sold Blastar, his first video game, for around $500. One of the greatest coderpreneurs in history was created at that very time. The story of Bill Gates is likely familiar to most of people. Your life has been significantly impacted by the philanthropist, businessman, and co-founder of Microsoft, who helped usher in a new age in computing. However, a lot of people are unaware that Bill Gates started programming at an early age because he was fascinated by how computers work. Bill Gates and his friends would play with computers for hours and learn the basic programming language back in 1968. The majority of Gates' elementary school coursework was lost while he worked on his first piece of software, a computer versus user tic-tac-toe game. Zuckerberg is a vocal advocate for explicit coding and teaching. The Facebook co-founder acquired an interest in programming after his father introduced it to him when he was a youngster in the 1990s, and eventually recruited software developer David Newman to tutor him privately. Early interests in trains, cities, and maps influenced the early interest in coding of former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. When Dorsey was 8 years old, his parents gave him a Macintosh computer, which sparked his fascination in computers. He then used computer programming to make maps on his laptop. He worked in dispatch routing during his teenage years. Wozniak, sometimes known as the Woz, was a pioneer in early coding. Like Gates, the co-founder of Apple Inc. started programming in high school. He had mastered coding to the point that, in 1969, at the age of 19, he was able to access the computer network of his institution and transmit false messages, his first year at the University of Colorado Boulder. Early on, Daphne Koller had a passion for computer science, which she subsequently used to promote online learning and coding. An Israeli-American professor of computer science at Stanford University and MacArthur Fellow, Daphne Koller, established Coursera, an online network of courses that she curates and produces. Danielle Feinberg participated in after-school programs for children interested in computer programming and summer coding camps. The STP, Spanning Tree Protocol, created by software developer Radia Perlman, is essential to the operation of the Internet. Perlman was the top student in math and physics, but she didn't think about a career in computers until she took a programming class in high school. Although there are many more, what unites them all is that they all begin extremely young, despite the fact that they have less to learn at that time and against all odds. Even though the world has changed, you aren't allowing your child to participate in the modern opportunity of coding in the Fourth Industrial Revolution. For more information about the Fourth Industrial Revolution, click the link. The objective is to have a child who is a software engineer running around the house. In the same way that there are advantages for people interested in programming, learning to code has many useful practical advantages. A talent that can be used in any scenario, problem solving through time, is something that children learn through coding. Children who learn to code will develop their creativity, resilience, and readiness for a talent-driven industry. The Internet of Things, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and robots all demand programming expertise. In addition, coding can be applied creatively in the arts and design for a variety of uses. Register your child for this summer boot camp and unleash their potentials.